Okay, hi. I actually got tired of my DAW. Recently I felt like more and more it's hindering me actually than helping me out. I decided to try out for the very first time and make just a simple loop on a brand new toy, a brand new machine. And for that we're going to be using this. We're going to be using the K.O II 133 64 megabyte sampler composer by Teenage Engineering. I recently acquired this little machine and I have been having such a blast with it, and I think it would make for a great video if I actually just show you guys what it feels like to use a brand new tool, a brand new machine. So yeah, without further ado, let's just jump right into it. This machine, I'm still figuring out what are the quirks, what are the things that, work and what doesn't. So for as an example, I'm gonna go to session number 2. Do I have anything here? Oh, hold on. Only my left ear is listening to that. That's weird, but I need it to be stereo though. That can't be. Never mind. Just a technical issue. Now we're set. The headphones are plugged in all the way. We're good to go. There's 4 groups here that can have different samples on these sample pads. And you can basically just create your sample loop, whatever you want, chop up, make drums, bass lines, whatever you feel like, and then just put that in a loop. So I haven't picked out any drums. So let's say we're gonna go to this section right here. Let's say pattern number 1. Do I have anything here? I do not. But there is some drums. So on group A is my drums. So honestly, I do not know what I'm gonna do with those, but those are the drums that I have. Those are all factory drums that come with the K.O II, so you don't have to worry about loading in your own samples, although you do have the option of loading in your own samples here. Section A, Group A is, I'm gonna get confused with these, I just know it. Group A has the drums. Group B should have the bass, right? Group C should have some different weird samples. Okay, cool. And group D should not have anything. Okay, so that's a problem. Okay, so okay. So now I remember. So there was something that while I was testing this out. Whoop. Don't know what that was. That was so weird. So I do know that there are some samples that are empty, and when it's empty, it's going to flash a number like that. But if it's full, it's going to actually not flash and show you what the sample number is. Let's start off with the drums. Let's make a simple 4 on the floor beat, which is going to be just that. Simple, straight to the point. Let's see how it's going to work out. I think it's going to be good if we keep the tempo as is. I think the tempo is 120. Yeah, it was 124. I'm really vibing with this tempo recently. I don't know why, but that's the tempo. Metronome is going to be, if I hold this guy, metronome, that shows the level of the metronome. So let's see here. Yeah, that's acceptable. So let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. And just like that, we got our first kick. 4 on the floor. Let's add some hi-hats and add a little bit of a groove here going. We just prepare it again. So we start on bar 1 at the beginning, shift to prime it. We go 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, one thing I did not like is I want this loop to be extended. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy it by pressing Shift and then C. We copied that bar. We're going to extend it in bar number 2. We're just going to Shift, bam. And now we've copied that entire section. Let's have a listen. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so what I'm thinking next is that little hi-hat, that little opening. The open hi-hat is a little bit distracting in this moment. So let me just get rid of this. So I'm just gonna I hold I should explain these videos a lot better. So what I did there is I held the erase button and then clicked the sample that I wanted to be erased at that particular step. So cool. All right, we're gonna keep going. Okay, so I don't want the other hi-hat on this step right here. Where is it? This step. I don't want this hi-hat to show up here. So I'm gonna erase that. So let's hear it. Oops. Beautiful. All right, let's see if we can keep it going. Okay. Oh, okay. I like this snare, so we're gonna put that guy in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Let's see if we can add some kind of a bass line. Okay. Fader controls. Oh, the fader currently controls the effects. So if I press and hold fader and select whatever these pads say above them, like level, pitch, time, effects, then that is what the fader is going to change. So right now, I'm just changing the level. I like this little bass is actually kind of cheesy, but I still like it. So I turned it into key mode, so now there's going to be different pitches. There are two setups to the pads themselves. Number one is the pad mode, where if it's just the sample itself, you have different samples on all the pads, right? But if you change it to keys mode, whatever the last sample you selected is going to change to a step, kind of like a more melodic way. Pretty simple. If you're on mobile, you're not going to be able to hear that. Let me give you another example with another sample. Okay, so we have this, right, which are just different samples, right? But if we say this sample, we want it to be like more melodic in a step-by-step sequence, we can go like that. It's pitched. Let's say, oh, actually that was a nice little, okay, all right. So let's have it be 4 bars. Let's go all the way back. Ooh, I like that. It's a little bit cheesy, and please forgive me. I'm still really just getting into this DAW-less setup where there's going to be a lot of cheesiness, but since it's brand new to me, I'm actually responding to it with like a little bit of excitement because I did a brand new thing, right? Okay, so I'm gonna need 4 bars. Let's arm it, and we're gonna go 1, 2, 3. Nice. Okay. Ooh, hold on. Maybe there's something here. Ooh. I'm not sure if that's actually... Wait, let me see if I can pitch this sample. Ooh, okay. It's a little bit weird because it doesn't, the bassline doesn't seem to like work really well. It's like very slightly off, and these are all default sounds. I'm not sure if all of them are not pitched the same, but whatever the case may be, that just doesn't work there. So let's find something else. So what I'm thinking in this scenario is just let's remove the bass first and foremost, and then we're gonna worry about the bass later. I want to have a melody here. Ooh, I forgot that the fader is set to pitch. Gonna set it back to level. Okay, all right. I'm not vibing with any of these samples here, but for that, I actually prepared something different. I got a sample, and I wanted to show you guys how you can sample on this guy as well, on the K.O II. So I got my phone here. Let me just turn down the brightness on that guy. It's kind of annoying. Got my sample in here. Then I'm gonna press play here, and we should be able to see, we should be able to sample that into here. So I'm just gonna go into sample, and this is all of this is flashing. So where do I want the sample to begin? I'm gonna go with this one right here, right? And that just says, hey, I'm ready to record, right? So if I just do, well, that's a little bit quiet. Okay, that little red means that it's peaking, so I'm gonna just do that. This is the threshold in this scenario, and this is the amp level. Okay. Okay, let's go all the way back. Let's see if it's going to... Actually, it picked it up pretty nice, but we're gonna sample that again. Sometimes these guys are just a lot, they should be a lot simpler, but they're not. So chop, and we go. Okay, let's see if... Oh, okay, so they're overlapping. I need them to not overlap, so I am going to go into, where is it? Group, and I'm gonna make all of them into a group so they cancel each other out. Like that. Okay, cool. Okay, so that one is a little bit cut off weird. I'm going to shift edit the sound and go in with here. I'm gonna trim the beginning of it. Same here. Okay, I like that a lot better. I like that a lot better. Now, I'm not sure which tone this is, but knowing myself, it's probably an F sharp. We'll see. We'll see where we're gonna land with that one. But for now, I wanna see how this is gonna fit if I leave it. Ooh, okay. Okay. Oh, wait. Okay, so we need to trim the ends as well. Hold on. So this is one of the things that is a little bit troubling for me, at least, is without the visual, it's very difficult to know where a sample begins and where it ends. And to that effect, I think I am going to be possibly in the future investing into a a better sampler. But for the time being, this is actually very fun, and it's just a small limitation where you have to rely more on your ears and not so much on the visuals, if that makes sense. Okay. That works. I just want the attack to be a little bit easier, so I'm gonna go into my envelope here and I'm just gonna. I'm gonna soften the attack, that beginning initial transit. Is it? Transit? That initial hit. I'm basically softening that so we don't go bah, and get that weird pop, that little click. We said we're gonna go with 4 bars. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3. Nice. Okay. Let's see if we can find a nice bass here. It's kind of difficult to. So this is the type of thing that I always get stuck on. Basses always confuse me because on headphones you can't really capture the low end as much as a sub, and especially when you're dealing with, like, you know, low notes like that, it is very difficult to make out if they're in tune or not. So I'm just gonna really do a quick check to see if they're in tune, and then I'm gonna continue on. So I found out what the deal is with the basses. All of them are tuned to C. So I'm just gonna tune them to a D in this instance. Something is happening. This is telling me it's muted for some reason. No, I don't know why. It shouldn't be muted. I've raised up the fader. Oh. See, it's one of those things where you have to, like, slowly but surely figure out what works and what doesn't work, and it's just it's a headache sometimes, but for the most part, yeah, you just need patience. Just a little bit of patience, okay? Fader is on level. It really does sound like it's in tune, at least to me, in my headphones. But I'm not 100% sure, unfortunately, here. We're just gonna lay it down. Here we go. All right. So on this, I think the hi-hat is a little bit just tuned it down just a little bit. Let's do the same here. Yeah, that feels a lot better. Let's see if any of the effects are gonna work out with this one. So how about a low pass filter? So what if I add just a nice reverb to this guy right here? Okay, final one. Okay. From all of that chaos we got here, things that I've learned today and things that I'm grateful for. I am grateful for undo buttons. I am grateful for the AWs, and I am really grateful that we get to experience music, and I'm most importantly grateful for you checking out this video. Thank you so much. If you've enjoyed watching so far, I hope you can leave a like, leave a comment down, letting me know, English is hard, letting me know if there's anything that you want to check out and see in the channel here. Also, if you haven't done so, subscribe already. Most of you are unsubscribed that are watching my videos, and I would greatly appreciate it if you could support the channel. Leave a like, leave a subscribe, and I will catch you guys in the next one. That's all the tunes. Okay?